This week's midweek Magic event is On the Edge. What does that mean? I'll show you how to build an On the Edge deck, and stick around even if you're not interested in the On the Edge. You might be interested because On the Edge actually means rotation proof. So the decks you build for this event can be played for years potentially. So let's check it out. That's right, recording this in October of 2023, but if you're coming to this later than that, that's okay, because you still might be interested in a rotation-proof deck. I built a black-white deck that's completely legal in the On the Edge format. You can hit the plus sign, and you can build a deck, and it will allow you to access this On the Edge deck building rubric, I guess. But what does that mean? It means what formats are legal, okay? So you can just do it in a regular standard deck and just select the most recent 4 sets, in this case, Phyrexia, March of the Machine, The Aftermath, and Wilds of Eldraine. And that will give you basically everything that's come out in the last year is what is legal to build with. So we're going to rely heavily on the synergies that have kind of been built in to standard in the recent sets. And what better synergy than toxic, poison counters, and proliferating. So that's what we're going to do. This is like an aggro toxic black-white build here. I'm Manadad, by the way. This is the channel where we play what's good in Magic, mostly on Arena, in case you hadn't figured that out. Deck list, as usual, will be in the description. Chapter breaks if you just want to jump and see the gameplay, and stick around to the end for win rate, stats, and deck discussion. Okay, the deck tech time right now. We're going to look at what's in the deck. 4 of Crawling Chorus, 4 of Skrelv Defector Might. This is legendary, so be careful about legend ruling yourself. And then 4 of Bilious Skull Dweller, and 4 of Whisper of the Dross. We should not be afraid to hit our own creatures if we just need to proliferate. So really about getting these toxic creatures down. That's a toxic one, that's a toxic one, that's a toxic one that dies into a toxic one. Really about getting these creatures down, getting one of them in, getting that poison counter thing started so we can use the proliferate here. We've got proliferate on the Drowned Icor, which also doubles as removal. We got ability to toxic up our creatures if need be. 2 of Skrelv's Hive, you can go 4, but I just didn't have the wild cards. This is going to pump out 1/1s and just go wide. 2 of Ossification for some additional removal, and can't hit Planeswalkers, which is nice. White Sun's Twilight, you should think of that as a finisher. If we're playing out the game, it stalls out, we get a lot of mana, we can X equals 5 or more, destroy all the other creatures, and have a big army of 1/1 toxics. And then more removal plus toxic here with Annex Sentry, sort of the toxic version of Brutal Cathar. You might end up seeing this get a lot more played when Brutal Cathar rotates out finally. From Whoa, we've got Ashiok, Wicked Manipulator. Of course, Planeswalkers are going to benefit enormously. My normal build of this deck has the 3-mana Liliana, but we're a little more restricted in the Planeswalkers we can choose in these sets, and I thought I'd try the new Ashiok. It does have a little bit of a synergy because we can pay life for Skrelv's ability, right? You can pay 2 life for the protection ability, and we're also paying life with Skrelv's Hive. So once this comes down, that's going to save us the life total. It's just going to start exiling cards from the top of our library, and we'll just sit there and we can plus it and get some card advantage, which is nice. Of course, Vraska has a removal ability in the -2 to turn something into treasure. It has draw a card and proliferate, which is going to help us win with poison counters. And then if we can get it up to -9, we can really just poison somebody out with the ultimate there. In the mana base, again, only had 2 Restless Fortresses. If you got the full 4, you can probably play those instead of the 2 other Scoured Barrens, but just wanted to have, of course, we don't want too many tap lands because we got so many 1-drops, but just wanted to have those. And 4 of Mirex, if you can all have the wild cards for it, very good. Good against the control deck. So stick around. Let's see how we do on the ladder. Or no, actually, we're not playing on the ladder. But let's see how we do in the on the Edge event. How long it takes us to get to our 2 to 3 wins. I always do 2 wins to get the rares, and then if the deck's going good, you maybe want to go for that third win, or if card styles matter to you. All right, so let's take out Turbo Toxic on the Edge Edition. Turbo Toxic Orzhov, meaning black and white, or white and black. Chorus into Hive into Annex Sentry. We have this tap land, sadly. Opponent is going first. Let's see. What are you going to do, opponent?
I do not have time for this. I do not have time for you.
I'm keeping this hand. One more untapped land. We have a 1-2-3 curve. That's about all you can ask for in Magic. Black and green. Two good colors. Oh! Is it a black-green poison? Let's play Mirex, because we might need the black to play Whisper of the Boss. Attack. You block. Perfect. Kind of a 1-for-1 because we got a creature left behind. Now we get black mana. And we can get on the board with our poison. We've got the tempo now. Left up a lot of mana here. Do we think... Well, I guess it's not super efficient, although we can play Skrelv's Hive. Attack first. Okay. It did not pause whatsoever. I'm gonna go with they don't have instant speed removal. Double spell here. Now if they do try to remove the Annex Sentry, come back. And if they make a blocker, we can get through for a bunch. Caramonyx. 3/3 toxic. Other rats you control have a toxic 1. That's cool. You know what's cooler? $1 billion. HFR4 toxic. Play a Skrelv, and let's just empty that hand. And now, depending on what blockers they play, the Skrelv could make something unblockable. Okay. Lots of people are in the Candy Grapple, looks like. 13 toxic. Poison win. Oh, did we have fun? You know we did. Take that, green-black rock. Our rare is... some gems. That's fine. We'll take them. Playing Turbo Toxic. Alright, well, our black mana is not great here, but... It's another toxic player. Ashiok is not coming down for a while. White-green toxic, no bloxic. got 3 poisons now. I gotta ossify that guy. It did pretty well, doesn't it? I have to play this. Yeah, we kind of have to Whisper of the Dross. Just hope we just start drawing swamps. Royal treatment, okay. All the creatures to protect. Oh, there's the black mana, but it's slow. Well, this may be the better poison deck. We're at 6 poison here. Of course, they got better land draw. The Murex. I'm tempted to not even play that because we will want that black mana to play the Ashiok. They hit for 2, we go to 8. We need some serious blockers. Skrelb's Hive. Can we get the swamp anyway?
Go and drink deep of sorrow.
Have to, well, actually. Maybe block on this guy. Go to 9. Hope they don't proliferate. Oh, now they can proliferate. Alright, game over. Let's see, we can make a few blockers. But not nearly enough. And we die. Play another. Black-white Turbo Toxic. Going for win number 2. Against the Reno Hype. Oof. Not getting the best hands. Opponent is going first. I'm gonna mulligan this. Well, that's even worse. And with a color off the top. Black food. I'm gonna make another guy. There we go. Kind of no value, but maybe kind of not. We'll see. They play one blocker and we can remove it. There we go. They had to play the Poisoner with no value. Six poison. But no way to play any of the other cards left in our hand. This looks like green-black rare fest here. Whisper of the Dross. Luckily, all their life gain is useless against the poison. Mosswood Dragon. A tough cookie. Scoured Barrens. That will help eventually. So if they double block, we get to kill one of their guys, but then our Annex Sentry dies. Pass the turn. We're better off using this on a block. They're gonna get their food. No, they're gonna grita. So much food. You can build this whole deck basically in limited. Okay, they don't attack. Well, now we're spoiled for white mana. Okay. Ratifon. Seriously, somebody just played a lot of limited. I was like, okay, I'm gonna build out of my commons here. Build a Skull Dweller. Get some blockers. I guess at a certain point we should be using Skrelv to get through with our might. Enough to tempt them to attack. Building a super big Dread Knight. Should have got my Death Toucher down. No blocks.
I will find some.
I think they're kind of on like a 2-turn clock here. Keep these guys back, right? This is not our way to win. Ooh! Opponent saw it coming. Green black food going down. Let's see what we get for our rare. And then we'll call it and a rare. Into the fire. Cool. Alright, stick around, let's go over the win rate of the deck. Okay. We went 2-4. It took 40 minutes to get 2 rares to get our 2 wins. So do I recommend you craft this? I do not. We did manage to win more on the draw than on the play, but To be fair to this deck, I got just some of the worst opening hands I've ever gotten, and I don't know if it's just the mana base was not dialed in or something, but I was having to mulligan a lot just to get playable hands in my game. So there you go. That is it. Black White Turbo Toxic. Leave a comment. You probably have better ideas of how, if you watch this far, you probably have some way better ideas of how to build this deck. So leave a comment with your opinions on that. Thanks for joining me here in the attic. I've been Mana Dad, reminding you that Magic is a game so fun, even dads can enjoy it. Adios.